Hey everyone, it's Miss McCaslin again with another installment of Science Flipped videos. Today's topic will be photosynthesis and respiration. We've talked a lot about photosynthesis this week in class, and today we're going to learn how it connects to the process of respiration. Let's start by reviewing photosynthesis. Photosynthesis vocabulary is some vocabulary that you should have in your notes. Photosynthesis, the definition of it, is a process by which plants convert sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into food energy, also known as sugar, oxygen, and water. You'll also sometimes hear us refer to sugar as glucose. That is another name for the word sugar. Chloroplasts are an elongated cell organelle that contains the chlorophyll, and this is where photosynthesis takes place. You should have been able to see some chloroplasts whenever you did the viewing stomatas lab. Chlorophyll is a green molecule which uses light energy from sunlight to change water and carbon dioxide gas into sugar and oxygen. Again, we did a lab this week on extracting chlorophyll, and you should have learned that the chlorophyll is what makes the plants green, and it is also what causes photosynthesis to occur. The equation for photosynthesis is water plus carbon dioxide plus sun gives off oxygen and glucose or sugar. Above all of the words here, you can see the chemical symbols for each of these items. So the chemical symbol for water is H2O. Chemical symbol for carbon dioxide is CO2. For sun, we just write light. Chemical symbol for oxygen is O2. And the chemical symbol for sugar is C6H12O6. These little numbers mean that's how many atoms there are of that element within that compound. So H2O, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. Carbon dioxide is 1 carbon, 2 oxygen. Oxygen is 2 oxygen. And then sugar is 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, and 6 oxygen. Chlorophyll is the green pigment inside the chloroplasts of plant cells that makes leaves green. But we already knew that. The chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight. This is how the process of photosynthesis begins. Then, the chlorophyll uses that sunlight to change the water, carbon dioxide, and the nutrients from the soil. The chlorophyll processes those ingredients to make sugar, which is the plant food, and oxygen. What about animals? By animals, I mean humans and any living creature that's not a plant. Well, animals make the CO2 or carbon dioxide that plants need, and plants make the oxygen or O2 that animals need. It's a very nice relationship. So, what is respiration? Well, this is the process that plants and other living organisms use to turn the glucose or starches into energy. So we get the glucose from the plants, and then our body needs to process that so that it can be turned into energy. Time for a demo. Now we will stop the video, and we're going to watch a video, or we're going to do a demo that will show respiration in action. Welcome back. You just watched the demo in which we saw how yeast and sugar reacted together to give off a gas and in turn inflate your balloon. Well, the equation for what you just saw happening, which was respiration, was oxygen and glucose sugar, and then that was turned into water, carbon dioxide, and energy. Energy is also referred to as ATP. Do you notice anything interesting about this equation? Give it a minute. Let it sink in. Any aha moments yet? Awesome. I knew you guys would figure it out. Basically, this is the same equation for photosynthesis, just backwards. Let's think back to that photosynthesis equation. It was water plus carbon dioxide plus light energy from the sun, and it gave off oxygen and glucose. Crazy. Animals and plants rely on each other. So animals, or us humans, we use sugar and oxygen. We get both of those from producers, and we all know that producers are plants. And then the plants use the carbon dioxide that we give off. Even if you think you don't like broccoli or you don't like your green leafy vegetables like spinach, you're still getting the energy that was produced from them because we have animals that eat those things, and then we eat those animals. So in turn, that energy is being transferred to us. We'll learn more about that when we look at food chains and food webs next week. The cells change the O2 and the sugars. Here, you can see we have food here and oxygen in our body. So we take in the food, that's our sugars, take in the oxygen, here's our lungs, into carbon dioxide, water, and chemical energy. These are the things that, these are the byproducts of our cellular respiration. Let's compare those equations one more time. Photosynthesis. Water, CO2, light energy, gives off oxygen and glucose. For respiration, we need oxygen and glucose, which is our food that we eat, and it gives off water, carbon dioxide, and energy. If we didn't eat, we wouldn't have energy. These two equations are opposites of each other. Hopefully you were able to fill in all of your blanks on your notes. If not, you can always go back and rewatch the video at any time. Have a great day.